Hey everyone, Shebem here and welcome back to some more of our Road to Glory. We're coming close to the end now. We are in the quarter-finals of both the FA Cup and the Champions League. As you can see, we've got Man City in the Champions League. League-wise, we're about 18 points up on the table, so I think we've won that no matter what. But today we're just going to do these two... I think today we'll do the two quarter-finals. Next episode we'll do the two semi-finals. If we win, obviously, that is. Then our final episode will be the Champions League final, the FA Cup final, and the last game of the season, I suppose. But without further ado, let's get straight into our first game, which is a game of the FA Cup against Swansea in the quarterfinals. Let's go. Now, it doesn't really matter too much which team we go for because we've got quite a bit of a rest before the Man City game in the Champions League. So we're going to go with our strongest side, which is this our strongest side? I don't feel like Leon Bailey is as good as... Who's the other left... Yeah, there we go. So, Lamar's actually better. So we're going to go with Lamar, Sul, Varane, Skriniar, Silva, Goretzka, Milinkovic-Savic, Asensio, Jesus, and Mbappe. I'm actually going to replace Goretzka with our good old man. Actually, no, if I go for Arthur, then you're a 90 rated as well. That means all we need is a 90 rated right mid. And we've got a full 90 plus team, which... Have we got? Can we use... So what, I'm going to play Malcolm. There we go. We've got a full 90 rated team. Let's go for it. Boom. Oh, get in. Lamar gets the goal after 8 minutes. It's been a really tough start, to be honest. This is really our first attack. Apart from that, Swansea have been all over us, but we managed to break through. Using the pace down the line is always our strongest way forward. That's exactly what we've done here with Lamar smashing the ball off the crossbar into the far side. I thought I probably should have passed that, to be honest, but I had trust in Lamar's shooting ability, and I was greatly rewarded because of that. So there we go. Lamar gets us the goal. We lead 1-0 here away at Swansea in the FA Cup quarter-final. The treble is still on, ladies and gentlemen. Up 2-0. Boom. 15 minutes in. And we are all over Swansea now. I mean, we probably should have scored straight from their kickoff, to be honest, but we completely messed it up. And here we go. Gabriel Jesus knocking into... That's not Gabriel Jesus, sorry. Mbappe knocking into an empty net to make it 2-0. It was a good bit of play. It was a pretty weak shot, to be honest, but the keeper palmed it wide, which is all he could do, and Mbappe was there to tap it into the open net, and we lead 2-0. I was a bit worried about this game. I don't know why. It should be an easy game on paper, but I was worried about it just in case. You never know. But I'm happy now. Wow, 3-0. Wow, we're hammering Swansea. This is on like world class as well. But then again, when you've got a team of full 90 rated, the game does become a lot easier, doesn't it? And there is the goal scored by Arthur from the Malcolm cross. So the two former Barcelona players linking up well. There was the ball into the middle, and Arthur came from quite deep actually and just powers that header right into the top corner to make it 3-0. His first goal in the FA Cup. Oh, Marco Asensio makes it 4-0. We just brought on Anthony Martial in place of Gabriel Jesus because Gabriel Jesus has taken a knock. And Asensio manages to plough through from that through ball from Anthony Martial and slams it into the back of the net once again to make it 4-0. And I think this is now a foregone conclusion for us. It looks like we're definitely making our way through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Wow. Lamar scored again from a very tight angle as well to make it 5. This is on world class as well. This is on world class. I mean, once you get an early goal in these sort of games, it does become very easy. And Lamar has just smashed that from quite a difficult angle as well. I really don't know why I even went for that, but he's absolutely smashed it in the top corner. And that makes it 5-0 here. Just too heavy for the keeper. He had no chance of getting that, did he? Yeah, 5-0. And Swansea have got one back. It's probably be a consolation goal, to be honest, but they're celebrating it like it's a good one. I don't know why they even bothered. They need to change that, I think, in the new FIFA, just to try and make people's reactions to goals a bit more realistic. I mean, yeah, it's a good goal. It's really well played. I mean, my defensive skills don't help, do they, really? But when you're 5-0 down, I don't think you run off and celebrate like that, do you? Either way, they've got one back. We make our third substitution of the game. And we just got to see it out for 5 minutes now. And hopefully not concede 5 goals in the next 5 minutes. And again, there's a full-time whistle, and there is the win in the FA Cup quarter-finals. We're into the semis of the FA Cup. The treble is still on. But we now have 2 legs against Man City in the Champions League to contend with. And here we go then, ready for the home game against Manchester City, fresh off of a 2-0 win in the league against them. We now come into this game. We're going to stick with the same team. Well, we're going to go back to the normal one. So we've got Kepa, Bailey, Sul, Varane, Skriniar, Silva, Goretzka, Milinkovic, Savic, Asensio, Jesus, and Mbappe. Let's go. Boom! 23 minutes in, and we do break Manchester City down with what was, in fairness, a well-worked goal. We took advantage of every situation and finally played it around the keeper and made it as well as possible for us. I don't know who that is that scored that goal, actually. Oh, it's Leon Bailey. Okay, coming forward from the left to get himself in. Why was he there? Because he's left back. And he was managed to be on the right-hand side, furthest man forward. God knows. I'm not going to moan either way. We got the goal. Makes it 1-0. Oh, did it? I actually scored a second. I really didn't think that was going to go through, to be honest, because Jesus was being outstrengthed by the centre-back over and over again, but we managed to get through, and then I pressed the shoot button and decided to back out of it there, the little fake shot, and then managed to drive it past the keeper, and that makes it 2-0 here. I wasn't expecting this such strong a result, but again, we've got a team of more or less all 90s now. We are going to be scoring goals, and it's Gabriel Jesus against his former side. And then we go half-time as well. Okay, Man City have got one back in the 88th minute, which is not ideal. I mean, we're still leading, don't get me wrong, but the away goal could end up biting us on the backside in the second leg of this. Hopefully it won't, but De Bruyne smashes it home, and yeah, that's annoying, that is. We'll have to get an away goal ourselves now just to try and negate their one in the second leg, but done pretty well. I mean, to get a 2-1 win here at home, I mean, a 2-0 would have been absolutely fantastic, but 2-1 is not quite as good, but of course it still puts us sort of in the driving seat, but the away goal thing is a bit of a problem for us now, because essentially this is almost a draw. I mean, if Man City win 1-0 at our place, Man City go through. Or Man City win 1-0 at home, sorry, they go through. So we need to, yeah, we probably do need to get an away goal or keep a clean sheet at the Etihad, which, knowing my defensive abilities, keeping a clean sheet is not incredibly likely. So we'll have to just see how it goes. Anyway, that is the end of this first leg. So let's get ourselves straight into the second leg and see if we can make our way through to the Champions League semi-finals. Yeah, our team's still quite tired, so I might just change a few things around. I mean, we do have the Graf available. I think I'll bring him in midfield. Arthur as well in midfield. I think Lamar's probably good to bring on. We've got Ousmane Dembele and Martial. I mean, we could probably do that, and then just we've got Mbappe then to bring off the bench, which is not a bad shout. Do we have another? Let's play Pulisic or Mount. I think Pulisic is slightly more defensive, so we'll put him in, and then let's Put Jimenez in at the centre defence. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Still a very, very strong team. Maybe not our strongest team, but I think the pace up front of Martial and Dembele should help us out a lot. Anyway, let's get straight into the game. Get in. 31 minutes in. Anthony Martial with the goal to make it 1-0. And that gives us the away goal. That negates Man City's away goal in the first leg, which means that we're currently leading 3-1. Man City need to score 3 now. Or 2 would take us to extra time. 3 would put them through. So as long as we don't concede 2 goals, we're through. As long as we don't concede 3 goals, we're still in it. And that, of course, allows us the chance to now push forward. If we can get another goal, if we can get an away goal, a second away goal, then we will have the bonus, and then Man City will have to score 4 to get us out of this competition. So we're in a very strong position at the moment. 1 more goal, I think, would definitely put the nail in the coffin of Manchester City, or we can just try and defend and hold on to this. Oh, we've got a penalty. We have got a penalty. With 5 minutes left of the first half, we've got a penalty. It's a yellow card for Laporte. Possibly should have been a red, to be honest. He was the last man back, in my opinion. But yeah, look at that first touch by Dembele. And then Laporte just went straight through him. Fouled him. Gives us a penalty. We know how bad I'm at penalties, but I'm going to try and just wallop this. Boom, it's in. And I think that is 1 foot firmly in the semi-finals. 4-1 on aggregate with the 2 away goals. So Man City need to score 4 now to knock us out, which is easier said than done. I was aiming for the GoPro, as you do. Yeah, Man City need to score 4 now to knock us out, which for me looks unlikely. But let's keep pushing and see if we can get another one and just really sink the nail in the coffin. I mean, Man City aren't even in the top 4 in the Premiership this season at the point in time. It's weird with the Premiership because... oh, they've got one back straight away. It's weird in the Premiership because on both this career mode and my Youth Squad Legends career mode that's currently gone on at the same time, both of them seem to be having real issues with... not issues with... Both of them are both fighting for the Premiership against Everton. So Everton seem to have a really good team in the future. God knows why or how that happened, but... that's the way it is. And Raheem Sterling gets us a goal back. Of course, they do need 3 more if they want to knock us out, which I'm hoping that we can hold on in the second half and not concede 3 goals. Then again, we know what my defending's like, especially on world class. I'm not the brightest tool in the box. Oh, okay. Man City have got a second one back here. Makes it 2-2 on the night, but they still need 2 more goals if they want to obviously take control of us and put us out. But that is interesting, actually. It's very similar to the first goal. They just got straight through us. And yeah, strong finish by Yunus Akgun. Never heard of him. But Dembele straight away gets another goal, puts us back in the lead, back to 3-2, and that now puts the pressure on Man City to score 4 more in the final 35 minutes of this game. Almost straight from the centre this was, and similar goal to theirs really, the little through ball through the middle, and then Dembele was there to smash it home. Boom! There we go. 3-2 on the night, 5-3 on aggregate, and we're looking very good here. Boom. Now it's becoming a bit of a rout. Lamar slams it home into the bottom corner to make it 4-2. Of course, Lamar on the pitch recently as a substitute. No, he wasn't. He started the game, didn't he? What am I on about? I'm thinking of the previous match. Slamming the ball into the back of the net, and there we go. So Man City now need to score 5 if they want to knock us out of this competition. Is it 5? No, 4. Yeah, it's 6-3 on aggregate. Yeah, 6-3 on aggregate. They need to score 4 now, sorry. I'm getting confused, aren't I? De Graaf nicks the ball. Ah, lost it. I think Man City now are pushing with an all-out attack, and I think it's going to cost them if they push too hard. Man City got another one back. Wow, this is a really high-scoring game, this one, isn't it? It's 4-3 now on the night, 6-4 on aggregate. It's a real high-scoring game. It's a combination of... See, I always feel like I'm very good going forward, but I always feel like I'm terrible in defence, and that is really being shown here. Look at that. Headed into the back of the net, and there we go. Leroy Sané. Right, 3-4. They still need 3 goals to knock us out. There we go, we've done it. Whew. That was a difficult couple of games. I mean, it wasn't that bad, don't get me wrong, but I started to worry a bit when Man City started getting some goals back. But there we go. That puts us through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. We're in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And the league is in our hands, really. So let's, I'm going to push forward a little bit before we finish the video, just so I can see on the calendar who it is we've got. I think we might have the FA Cup semi-final on there already. Let's have a quick look. Yes, FA Cup semi-final was against Manchester United. So I'll push forward and see if we can find out who we've got in the Champions League before we finish that video off. Anyway, I'll see you very shortly. Well, for you it's very shortly. For me it might be a good 20 minutes. And here we go then. So we've got Man United in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and we have got Juventus in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We've already won the league because there's 6 games left and we're 20 points up. So 6 games can only get you 18 points. We've won the Premiership already. So next video we'll come back, we'll do the Man United game and the 2 Juventus games. And then hopefully the final episode will be the Chelsea game in the Premiership to finish off the season, as well as the FA Cup and the Champions League final, and hopefully we can cement the treble and finish things off. So 2 episodes left now in this career mode, and I hope to see you all there for both of them. I've been Chubby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. I'll be whacking out a lot of FIFA 20 content as soon as that comes out. I've got the special editions which I get next Tuesday, and I will be back very soon to see you again. Bye.